Best conversion rate optimization agencies
Part
and
two.
consultants, part two.
Yep.
Femi, how can a business assess whether an agency experience aligns with their industry or specific needs?
So first, you want to research if the agency specializes in e-commerce conversion optimization, B2B lead generation conversion optimization. Those are the two buckets, or even luxury. So, but because I have experience of working with CRO in luxury, you forget everything you know about CRO when you come to luxury. So, those are the three buckets that I believe exist. But one thing you want an agency that appreciates and respects that you, the client, know the customer better than anyone. So if you get a CRO agency that comes to you saying, "We know the answer" in like the first meeting, they've not even done usability testing, they've not done user interviews, they've not looked at your qualitative insights, they've not spoken to your sales team, they've not, if you have a brick and mortar store, they've not gone into experience what it's like, they've not purchased on your websites and get look at your email sequence and all those kind of end touch point, and they just come with solution. That's a red flag. So you want a CRO agency that has a methodology that embraces end-to-end digital experience optimization, because you have A/B testing that happens in email, A/B testing that happens in Google Ads, A/B testing that happens on websites, and you're just focusing on a CRO agency that only focuses on A/B testing on websites. That tells you that they're not really embracing the entire journey. And content is important. What makes people convert is text, image, and video content. So if you have a CRO agency that just comes and tell you to change a button color that you're gonna get 200% increase, that's BS. So you just need to be mindful with how you let those just be BS proof.
How can a business verify the claims that are made in an agency's portfolio or on their website or the testimonials?
So every agency is award winning. You just have to look at what type of award it is. So for me, there's awards that are like from accredited from credit from good sources. Like if an agency is Google certified, a Google partner, that again, but at least they have some verification. And with the kind of awards, if it's just like best, you just need to be careful with award because all of them are award winning. What you want actually is client testimonials from actual clients that you can verify on LinkedIn. And like, I love video recommendation, or you even go to the agency's employees pages and look at the LinkedIn recommendations they have. Is it, do they have the staff and the employee that work in the agency have a lot of client testimonial and recommendation in their profile? That tells you the kind of agency it is, because you also need to start looking at the personal brand of the people that work in the agency. So if you're going to hire a CRO person, you just want certification is also important. So CRO is fairly new. It's only started 2011, 2012. It's not like 20 years old yet. So there's not a lot of accreditation out there. The accreditations out there are just from people that all started CRO almost the same time as I started, and they're selling certification. That doesn't really give you the confirmation. I always say, and I sound like a broken record, is that end to end optimization mindset and approach, a framework that is more focused on the end to end optimization. That's the best accreditation you should be looking for. Their methodology, their ways of approaching CRO. That's what I would recommend.
What are some of the red flags to watch out for when evaluating CRO agencies?
Wow, red flags to watch out for when evaluating agencies. You want to look at the CRO team structure. Sometimes you have an agency that has a lot of CROs. That doesn't mean they're good agency, and you have some agency that have maybe one or two CROs. You just want to look at the person that is executing your CRO roadmap. How many years of experience does that person have? That is one thing you need to look at. if you look at an agency and it's just not, how do I say this? They're just not open to other ways of optimization. What I mean by this is if you go to an agency and you say, "Oh, my website is a small website, we don't get too much conversion," and the first thing they tell you is A/B testing, that is a red flag for you. First, they should start with, tell us your strategic objective. Who are your customers? Tell us about your product. They need to be researched first before testing, and that's one thing that we do in the agency I work for at the moment. Is we focus heavily on empathy mapping. We focus, the discovery session is to understand the customer, the discovery session is to understand the journey, understand the pain points, understand the triggers, all those things that would then come into, okay, what kind of content should we use to optimize on Google Ads, on content, on the landing page, on the website, on social media, on YouTube, even on top of the line advertising. So those are the kind of things you want to look out for.
How can businesses avoid being totally misled by agencies that overpromise results?
Yeah. When an agency overpromises, the only way you can protect yourself is don't sign a long-term contract. So if they fuck up, you show them the door. So it's difficult because some people will talk a good game and not deliver results. Some people talk a good game and deliver results. So for you to protect yourself, if you just sign a contract with an agency that you have maybe a break clause every 3 months, and you can renegotiate once they start showing you good results, then they can then tell you that, okay, you need to tie us down into maybe a 12 or 2 years contract. So normally I always work, when I was a freelance consultant, I work with clients on a rolling contract. So you pay me before I start a month upfront. I do the work at the end of the month, then you keep paying. And if you feel you want to bring someone in-house, then I'll help you with the recruitment and the interview, and you bring someone in-house. So I want my clients to be successful, so I try not to tie them into a contract. A good agency that is confident about although they have their own, they have to manage, they have their own team, they have to plan their workflow and things like that. So an agency won't be able to sign you up on a rolling contract because they have to guarantee the employee salary and all that. So, but to protect yourself, you can sign a 12-month contract with them, but you can just have those hard 3 months break clause if results don't go according to plan. So with CRO, there's a lot of things that goes into play before you start getting the results. You need, if your content is not optimized properly, if your Google Ads is not set up properly, there are a lot of moving parts. So what I always recommend is to start with a quick win, start with UX before you even ever think about A/B testing. So yeah, that's how you can protect yourself. Just do your due diligence. When you're hiring an agency, hire them like you're hiring someone full-time. Go into their LinkedIn profile, scrutinize everything, and just make sure that you cover your bases. Ask them for previous client testimonials. Ask them that, the same way when you're hiring someone, that you ask for reference and you go and ask the reference, is this person an asshole? If no, he's not an asshole, then I can hire. Go and speak to their previous clients. Is this agency good? But yeah.
So what advice would you give a business that is just starting their search for a CRO agency or consultant?
Hire me. If you're just starting your CRO, I'm talking about CRO. I have a shitload of videos about CRO. So if you're looking to hire a CRO team, just connect with me on LinkedIn. I can help you. Even if you don't have the budget, I can point you in the right direction. My name is Femi Olajiga, and just connect with me and I can help you with your CRO.